have some good leads for him to discover that the psychiatric hospital and quarters were connected by the underground labs. Still, good contacts didn't save him from getting caught, but at least he overheard Victor talking about spreading his ice rock throughout the city. So Dr. Steinman was right. Victor has found a way to exploit ice rock for his own means. Joe said Victor plans to spread the chemical from the Skyline restaurant. But how? I'll figure it out on the way there. I wish Joe was coming along, but he insisted on distracting those heavily armed guards. Before he took off, he also mentioned that his driver was waiting at the loading dock behind the hospital. Maybe I can get a ride from him. It would be a lot quicker than the subway.
The loading dock door leads into a supply area inside the psychiatric building. There is a crowbar leaning against the wall.
Hey man, I have a permit for being out here, so don't even try harassing me. This isn't a pickup bar, buddy. It's Dave. Never heard of him. Oh, that Joe. Alright, whatever you need, let me know. Yeah, I was just there a day ago. Hop in.
So here I am, charging off to the Skyline restaurant to stop Victor. We all thought he was such a humanitarian. Why would he do such a thing? Or was being kind really just a front? Did he have this whole thing planned all along? I don't think so. I think something in him just snapped. Maybe too many years in this city got to him. Well, watching this place crumble can get to anyone. But that doesn't justify altering the population to meet his neurosis. I mean, what gives him the right to say what people should become? And what gives anyone the right to experiment on the homeless? Still, I wonder how far he's willing to go for his plans, or how far I'm willing to go to stop them.
You pick up the rock. The glass door slides open. You go inside. You push the door open. You enter the room cautiously. You watch closely as Victor speaks to several individuals.
Gentlemen, with your international distribution and my monopoly on the soon-to-be most addictive drug on the market, we have the combination for true power. Now,
Look, this is ridiculous. You expect us to believe that this is possible? Your proposal is too risky, and I am not going to be part of it.
I've already shown you the proof. That's evidence enough.
Your proof is killing off your city. You cannot expect us to distribute what you cannot even control.
Yeah.
Well then, gentlemen, our business is concluded.
The control panel is unusually complicated for a security system. You pry open the panel with your crowbar and find nothing but a collection of wires and circuits. You cut the wire off, but when you reach in to get it, you get a big shock. Using the lab coat to insulate your hand from the exposed wires, you pull out the cut wire. Some sort of ID scanner is sitting on the static-filled monitor. Using the rock, you smash open the faceplate of the gadget. Using the wire you got from the security office, you hotwire the gadget, but the wire does not stay in position. You use your tape to attach the wire to the contact. The doors will not open. The elevator doors slide open. You take the elevator up to the eating deck. Bodies are strewn all over the room. He has a large sum of money and a pistol on him. He has a little podium stands by the stone archways. It's bolted to the floor. The bolts holding the podium to the floor are ripped out, allowing the podium to be free. You slide the podium closer to the archway. You hop onto the podium and then climb onto the archway. Intricate shards of crystal hang from the ceiling like icicles. A hatchway sits in the middle of the ceiling. There doesn't seem to be any power supply to the opening mechanism. Climb back down carefully. You take back the wire, discarding the piece of tape. You take the elevator up to the eating deck. You hop onto the podium and then climb onto the archway. The lights on the hatchway indicate some power is getting through. You open the hatchway and climb onto the rooftop. hurriedly disconnect the exposed wiring in the emitter. The open box contains odds and ends of electronic and mechanical equipment. They look like the sort of things required for the fine-tuning of some machine's calibration. Among the parts are several screwdrivers. You grab a screwdriver. The cannon-like devices are attached by pipes to the hub. Some of them seem operational. A deep blue dominates the higher regions of the sky, with little between you and infinity. Lower down, a white haze hugs all but the tallest of buildings. You pull at the doors, but disconnecting the emitters must have allowed power to flow into the locks. You pull at the doors, but disconnecting the emitters must have allowed power to flow into the locks. This section of the building does not rotate. It houses the elevator shafts and service tubes that extend to ground level. The cannon You enter the narrow passage. You take out the screw. The screws keep... The grill falls off with a clang.
What the?
Victor, I know what you're doing.
Then you're a fool. You must know I can't let you leave.
Yeah, you had us all going, didn't you? You had this whole city thinking you're a humanitarian. You're nothing but a con looking out for a quick buck.
Then you don't know what's going on. This isn't about money. It's about our future. Take a look around. What do you see? Winos, drug dealers, sickness, kids with no future? There's only one place humanity is going, down, but I can change all that. This.
Yeah, by creating serial killers.
That's not it. When I spread my medicine into New Arts, there will no longer be any crime, corruption, or waste. There will be only thousands of individuals striving towards a masterpiece society.
All under your control, of course.
It's the only way. Because, you see, I like to think of the big picture. Too bad you're not here.
You're told, and it's all you do.
Done this before. But this time I'm not helpless. Tobias.
It's you. You're the savant. Well, it's not your time, it's mine. Ah!
Hey, you're just in time. He loves me.
Oh, huh? Oh, my head. It's really aching. Oh.
Well, it should be, after the rubble you were under.
Rubble? Wait a minute. Back up. How did you even find me?
I was with Barbarelli. By the way, I'm really glad you had me talk to him. He's a great guy, and he gave me a lot to think about.
See, I told you he was really cool. Underneath all that gruff. But how did you know I was here?
While I was at the police station, Joe TV sent a message across the police band radio. He said you were at the Skyline restaurant uncovering the key to the serial killer mystery, and that you'd be in big trouble if the cops didn't arrive soon.
The last thing I remember was a flash of light.
Something exploded in the room you were in. When I got there, I saw you under the rubble, and I dragged you out here. You know, this is the second time I've pulled you out of trouble.
Yeah, you're bad luck. Every time I see you, I almost die.
Well, here's something to make it all worth it. Tim, look how the sun is lighting up the Biosphere Dome. You can see out forever from up here.
I already have, but the view's more scenic when I'm with you.